Hi everybody, it's Sharon. Not far from my house is a beautiful estate and gardens called Filoli. It was built in the early 20th century for a wealthy San Francisco businessman named William Bourne. But there's more to the story. In fact, this man, William Bourne, had also bought a beautiful Irish estate in Ireland for his daughter on the occasion of her marriage, called Muckross. There's a connection between these two estates that I'd like to explore. Let's take a closer look.
William Bowers Bourne was born in 1857 to a wealthy San Francisco family. His father had multiple business interests, but most prominently the Empire Gold Mine in Grass Valley. As Bourne grew into adulthood and married, he inherited his father's business interests and expanded them to include Spring Valley Water Company, the gas company that later grew into PG&E, and others. Bourne and his wife Agnes had one daughter, Maud. She grew up to marry an Irishman, Arthur Vincent, in 1911. And for a wedding present, Bourne bought them an estate in Ireland, Muckross. Muckross was originally built in 1843 for Henry Arthur Herbert and his wife, Mary Balfour Herbert. It had once hosted Queen Victoria in 1861. Now this 65-room Tudor mansion was owned by Maud and Arthur Vincent, and soon came to be enjoyed by their two children, Elizabeth Rose and Arthur William Bourne Vincent, also known as Billy. Back in California, William Bourne was planning his retirement and building his retirement home. He took inspiration from Muckross. The 654-acre estate overlooked the Crystal Springs Reservoir, a landscape similar to the lake country of Ireland. Architect Willis Polk completed the house in 1917, an English country estate surrounded by gardens. Today, exploring further, we find that some of the cuttings for the gardens were taken from Muckross, and there's a ULA in Filoli, as well as in Muckross. There's a sunken garden in Filoli, and there's a sunken garden at Muckross. And in Filoli's ballroom, the walls are decorated with scenes of Muckross, Muckross Lake, the Abbey near Muckross, and perhaps most touching, Elizabeth and Billy playing in the sunken garden at Muckross. Near Muckross today, there's a cemetery dominated by a Celtic cross. There you'll find the graves of Henry and Mary Herbert, who built Muckross, but you'll also find Arthur Vincent, Maud's husband, and Billy, her son, who died in 2012. But to find Maud's grave, she died young in 1929 before her parents, you'll have to go to Filoli, to another cemetery dominated by a Celtic cross. In 1932, William Bourne and Arthur Vincent donated Muckross and the 11,000 surrounding acres to the Republic of Ireland, its first national park. William Bourne died in 1936, Arthur Vincent in 1956. Filoli was eventually sold to another family, the Roths. In 1975, the Roth family donated Filoli to the National Trust for Historic Preservation. So now both of these properties are open to the public. You may wonder, what does Filoli mean? Well, it stands for Fight, Love, Live. Fight for a just cause, love your fellow man, and live a good life.
Thanks for joining me today. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Catch you later. Bye.